Guys, this is Patrick Powers. This video is to wrap up the application I've created, Kaster, to let you know all the features that it includes and really where we've come within the application. So what I want to do first is basically just go through from the very beginning as if you're a new user. I'm going to go ahead and sign up. I'm going to create a fictitious user. Let's do Carl Johnson. Let's see, j@gmail.com. And then again, it does have validation, so if you try to create an account here, it will say, hey, don't have all the information. Let's say you don't match up the passwords. Passwords must match. Again, passwords must match. Add that 4. And it will log us in. So upon logging in, you can see that it's got Carl Johnson, his email account. You can reset the password. And I did make just a fictitious email account, but ultimately you could reset the password. It would send it and allow the person to reset it. Something I found out in user testing was this this placeholder image right there. People wanted to click on that to actually set the profile image. So what I did is I actually created that to be a button instead of just an image. So technically you can click on the edit right there or the actual button itself. It allows you to upload a photo or take a photo. So let's go ahead and take a photo, turn it around. Now you can see it's working right there. I'll use that. It places the photo right there. Go ahead and save it. So it's, again, saved within there. It will show up on the other areas of the application. You can see the information is kind of populated through. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually log out. I'm going to log in as a different user that I've created just to kind of show you that multiple people can be on the same phone. So go ahead and log out. The other one was, I want to say Christopher Bennett, so cb@gmail.com. Again, there is the validation here. So 1, 2, if I did that, the email password provided is incorrect. So let's continue. 3 and 4, log in. As you can see, the picture changed. It updated to now Chris Bennett's, his information. As you close out of this, you can see his information then comes through as well. At this moment in time, they have no likes, no comments, no posts, both of them. But that is how 2 users can use the same account, and now this is all associated with Chris Bennett's and nothing to do with the other account. So as you can see, here's the page where you can kind of create your first post. You can click on the Kaster logo right in the middle, or you can click on the post up top. Let's go ahead and click on the Kaster logo. That'll actually bring up the ability to make a post. Let's go ahead and upload a picture. And let's see. Here's some dogs. Let's say they were lost dogs. Anyone? I'm going to go ahead and say I want to show my location. I'm going to post to that location. And post. And there we go. It updated. As soon as it actually retrieved it back from being online, this is now this particular person's post, Chris Bennett's. And you will see within the news section as well, it just updated to show that it's actually Chris Bennett's dogs or posts. Now, as you go through, you can kind of see some of these other posts. Let's say you liked this one. If you like it, it has now upticked to 6. If you go to favorites, now it feeds right in, and that is one of the favorites. Let's say we wanted to comment on John's post. You can comment. Those are some Nice. Ors. Your comment will be added to the bottom. As you can see, it also now bumps it up to the top. It shows that you have commented on it. It shows on this one that you have liked it already. If you go into the comments, you'll be able to see your comment again 13 seconds ago, gives the timestamp and all the other people comments. It automatically loads to the bottom so you can see the most recent post. You can see the location based on clicking on the map. So this post was done from my current location. Let me give you another example. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and change the range of the feed. So right now it's at a 3-mile feed from the current location. Let's bump that up to 10 miles from the current location. That will update. And as I go through, let's see. There we go. So before it was 3, now it's upwards at 10. So here's a couple. Does anyone know a good plumber in the area? So again, I can go comment on this and say, yeah, a guy named John. Go ahead and post that. And again, now over here, you're going to have that as something you post on. Here's the one that you've liked, and here's the other one that you post on. So you can follow the feeds that you've actually been interacting with. You don't have to search through this feed to go find them. So let's go to this particular. This is 3.31 miles away. So as you can see my location compared to the pin, it shows you where the actual post was. This actually does get centered around the center location between the pin and the person's location. See if I can get another. So as you can see, this Alba, she did not want to, or he did not want to actually show the location of the user. For that post, it's more of just a greeting, a hello, or something to do with maybe a question, so you don't need to actually post your actual information. Here's one that's 4.97 miles away. It's in a very similar location, but it is different. Again, centering around the midpoint between the 2 points. Now, let's say we did not want to follow Brody's posts. I'm trying to see if there's more than one. Okay, so here's one from Brody down there, and then here's another one from Brody up here. If I click here and say delete user from feed, it'll actually delete that user from the feed, and if we go through, we should not see, unless I name someone else Brody. Let's see. Upon reloading, the Brodies that you saw were gone. This one is actually a different Brody right there. It's a different user technically, because this one doesn't have any user connected to the image. Anyway, so that worked. Let's say we wanted to delete this individual one from Patty. Delete post from feed. Now we'll delete that one, and that one won't show up again. So that's working. The range is working. You can add your current location. So let's say this is my home. Okay. And then you can filter from home. You can actually filter down to a really small amount from home. As you can see, it just updated. These are all the ones that are really close, within 0.2 miles away. You can go to your favorites. Let's say you didn't want to actually follow this one from Brody anymore. Now, Brody was deleted from the main feed, but not from the personal. Because you did like this, you have to actually delete it itself. So let's go ahead and remove this from my favorite feed. That's now gone. Go back to the personal. You can see that you have this particular post. It is also going to show, let's see, what location? So 3 miles from the current location. There's the post right there. It's the second one. Let's go ahead and delete this. It's now gone from your personal. It's now gone from the main feed as well. It's no longer there. So that goes through each individual feeds, the main, the favorite, the personal, kind of extra information, this one. You can also report it as inappropriate. That just really does an uptick on the database to say this one has been reported as inappropriate. It is then allowed to be monitored on the back end. It doesn't automatically be deleted unless the person wants to remove it from their own personal feed. As you can see now, because there is no more posts, this particular screen says, create your first post, because Chris just deleted his. You can also see that I've got 2 comments. The one that I liked, I deleted from my favorite feed, so no longer is it considered liked. I used to have a post. It's back down to 0 because I have no posts. And that is really it. I cleaned up a lot of the icons. I cleaned up a lot of the code on the back end to make a lot of stuff work. Oh, one more particular thing. I'm not sure if it's going to actually work here because of the application I'm using to mirror. But if you do turn on the airplane mode, unfortunately it does stop working for, I'll have to show it this way. If you click on something, a little message pops up, and it does say you must be connected to the internet to have fun with Kaster. So the stuff that's previously cached will remain there, but you're going to get that error message pretty much everywhere you go. Oops, let's go here. So the user knows that they need to get connected to the internet. Go ahead and get connected back. And there we are again. And we're back with Kaster. So that is ultimate wrap-up of the overall experience of Kaster. And oh, and one more thing I can show you. If you're going to post from here, say hello. You can choose to post from your current location or your home. Because it's so close within my own particular location of the one that I just set, it's more or less the same thing, but this allows you to actually post from different locations. But that is it. It's really working pretty well, and pretty happy with the outcome. I hope you like it. Thanks so much.